All right, so I really think I'm onto something here. Um, I mean, my little formalization of spiritual experiences as beings kind of give you a bigger and bigger perspective, so you can see things from genuinely from a wider perspective. I mean, I'm not abandoning that, but this is really a whole new way of looking at it. Makes that a subset, makes that a special case. And so, for example, I was just watching Neil deGrasse. I think that's his name. He's great. He was talking about science, and he was explaining something else, but he even talked about this thing I've been thinking about now, which is, I've always noticed, we were always told, people created religions and gods to explain, like, because they didn't have physics, like they were going there, geez, I wonder how that works. Maybe it's God. Hey, look, that's a shadow. Is that a shadow? Oh, it's a God. You know what I mean? And that's not really how it happens. I mean, sailors don't look at the ocean, and I always thought, and they don't look at the ocean and go, I need to explain this. Oh, it's a God. Because that would be, even they would know that's not much of an explanation. They just assume it is a living thing. And what it is look how so many people believed in angels and devils, spirits all over the years. And there's been a lot more people that didn't believe it than we were, ever told about in history because they aren't the mainstream, I guess. Or aren't sensational enough. But anyway, there's plenty of this that show we had this magical thinking. That's our starting point. Okay. So when we're looking at the ocean, we're thinking it's living. It's talking to us automatically. Our brain has it doing that. So it's more like science would develop to explain how things we already assumed, built in, were spirits and godlike things. Now God, as we understand it, that's a refinement of the spirit. Because, see, with the magical thinking, everything is a spirit. Everything seems like it can talk to you. And with good and bad and the Zoroastrian ethics, instead of abstracting a tree as a personality, or even the ocean with all its many complex parts, you're trying to abstract the concept of good, which either means noble good or practical good. Take your pick. So anyway, so yeah, that's how I see it now. It's like, no, I don't think people were going for explanations. We automatically have this kind of interpretation naturally. We still do. Okay, we've just refined it with certain abstractions. With the religion, it's just like I say, we have this holodeck, and it's totally a virtual reality in our mind. But if we're sane and everything, or smart enough, we're trying to make let's pretend, an exact copy of the external world, really just a working model of it. Right? We make it exactly like that. So now we have a religion where the religion is trying to make a more exact copy of how things behave. It's still got this religious aspect because we don't doubt it. We don't have skepticism about it. We just whole hog. So it's a better thing, but there's certain similarities too, and in a way we're still, I think, missing the boat. But I think this is all processing our innately magical way of interpreting reality.